Hey guys, it's Rich Pollution. So I've been gone for a while. I've been busy with the holidays. I've been busy with my family. But my New Year's resolution is to get more consistent at posting YouTube videos. So it's 11 at night on a Tuesday. And if you've been following my channel, you know what that means. Toku Tuesdays. Usually I try to have it ready to upload. I'm a little behind, but at least I'm filming it. So recently, I came across a new tokusatsu show that I've known a little bit about, but I never really got into until actually like yesterday, and that's called Space Sheriff Gavan. This is part of the series known as Metal Heroes, which a lot of U.S. viewers will know was adapted into VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs. I rewatched it tonight with my wife. She was not as into it. I think that she wasn't really having the whole 80s vibe. It seemed like there was a lot of plot holes the second time I watched it. That said, I respect it for what it is. But I don't think I'll be watching it with her. I think I'll be watching it on my own. I'll probably get her into some Kamen Rider stuff. So, what is Space Sheriff Gavan? It's exactly what it sounds like. He's a space sheriff. And it seems like, judging by the first episode, that he's assigned to Earth. Don Hara wants to take over the universe, and he sees Earth as an opportunity to take over because it's lying in his way of dominating the universe. So he commands his army to go in and to take over Earth and to bring the demons to Earth, as he puts it, and collect their riches. And this is when Space Sheriff Gavan is notified and told to go to Earth. So Space Sheriff Gavan jumps in his ship and he's flying towards Earth. And he finds out that this girl known as Mimi, who has the ability to turn into a bird, is with him. And he wanted to go by himself, but Mimi is very adamant on going, so he decides that she can go with him and help him. There's a scene with a bunch of kids that I thought was kind of funny. They are going, and they decide they're going to track down these bad guys. I don't know if they knew they were bad. It didn't seem like they did. They just thought they were UFO aliens, and they were spying on them to see what they were doing. But they all get in this tunnel, and they go down the tunnel, and at that spot, my wife makes some noise, Parker, as you guys may know. She looks at me and she goes, "What is this, the Goonies?" And I thought that was really funny because the Goonies had a scene where they all go down and they go to a lower layer, basically. So what I really dug about this was they didn't do the typical large Megazord battle against the large monster. Instead, they put them into this black hole, basically. And they fought in this weird universe where Space Sheriff Gavan had to fight the monster of the week, quote unquote. So I really dug that. And it was a cool, like, mind-boggling twist. And it allowed them to do a lot of different things that you wouldn't typically see. You know, they weren't just fighting straight up on the city. They were fighting actually almost in space, it looked like. They do have a giant robot in it, but it's not a giant robot versus a giant monster type of situation. It's actually, he's more of assisting in the battle against a normal-sized monster, which was a good change of pace. They don't hesitate on the explosions. There's one scene in this where you just see explosion after explosion after explosion after explosion. And to me, being a big tokusatsu fan, I guess I was really impressed by that. I mean, it's something really simple, but it really did impress me. It made me... That was probably the scene where I looked at my wife the night I was watching it and said, "We need to watch this together." I really dug the show. I find that there's a lot of action in it for a first episode. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I've only seen one episode and I don't have much to say. But if you're into tokusatsu and you're looking for something new that's a change of pace, and you've heard of Space Sheriff Gavan or you've heard of Metal Heroes, I highly, highly suggest this. It was different. It wasn't normal for a typical tokusatsu. Not for everybody. My wife didn't really enjoy it as much. I think she's more into the large team-based tokusatsu similar to Sentai. I'm kind of sad from what I've been reading, they don't make any more Metal Heroes right now. And they've recently done a couple movies, I guess. But I would like to see them bring it back and do some more Metal Heroes. So, on that note, I'm Rich Pollution, and remember, be excellent to each other.
もう一度見てみよう。到着。了解。コンバットスーツ、連装します。